Hi, how are you all doing? I hope everything's going well, and that you're. Well, I just really want to welcome you to this course, Management Innovation. It's a really interesting course. I've not taught it before, so I'm happy to be doing this with you. Looking forward to how we go through the course. As you know, this is a short semester. It's only 8 weeks, and really only like 7 modules because of the Thanksgiving break. So there's a lot to be kind of packed in a short time. And I know you have other courses that are ongoing as well. So I think that recognizing that you just have to really try as best you can to stay on top of the work, etc. But it shouldn't be too hard. I don't think it's an issue as long as you can manage your time fairly well. Just a quick, I'll give you a quick background on me. I've been teaching about 4 years as an adjunct. Prior to that, I spent my career in financial services, primarily in banking. I also worked at Price Waterhouse for a little while as a consultant. Um, Basically, I was really fortunate with good roles in banking. I was able to live in a lot of different countries overseas, in Peru and Brazil, England, and I worked across Europe, Asia, and of course Latin America for many years, and I really enjoyed that very much. I had a lot of good positions. My last banking job was president and CEO of a bank here in Miami. Um, and more recently, as well as teaching here, I also have my own consulting company where I write strategy and business plans and business development and growth situations and help companies, particularly in the financial sector, in those areas. So that's enough about that. But on this, I just want to say a few quick things about this course and in general. One thing is. My whole purpose of working with you all and teaching here is to see if we can find some way to make you better professionals. You're in the MBA, MIB type program, so you're very near to be out in the world working. Maybe many of you are, most of you maybe are already working, but you wouldn't be doing this if you didn't think this would somehow enhance your opportunity for success, make more money, or whatever you think your view of success is. So I want to help with that, and I think that I see the world as a very competitive place, and that you need to do a bit better than other people to get ahead. But not, I sometimes use this analogy with a horse race. The winning horse doesn't go twice as fast as the other horses. It usually wins by just a little bit, but that little bit makes a gigantic difference in how much money the horse makes and all the good things that go with being a successful horse. So the point is that you don't have to be twice as good as the next person, but if you're not a little bit better, you can miss out on a lot of great opportunities at work. So everything that I talk about, everything we talk about, is going to be practical in nature that you can apply, that you can use. There you'll see a lot of tools that you can use. I've written a couple of books on strategy, and a lot of the things we'll talk about are how to apply those tools into a situation for innovation and for entrepreneurship. Speaking of innovation, obviously innovation is everybody talks about it all the time these days. It's kind of a buzzword, but it's a good one. Innovation is coming up with new ideas, putting new things together, and coming up with something new or a tweak that is new. And a lot of what we'll talk about is creating the new capabilities that people may not even know they want, but once they see it, they want it, and how you can do that. This course covers entrepreneurship and innovation on a larger scale, like ideas that, I teach other entrepreneurship classes where you would be looking at opening a restaurant or starting a small business, etc. This one has a lot of similarities to that, except that the concept is that we will look a bit larger. We'll look maybe something that's going to really change the world, kind of thing, which if you can pull that off. And for that reason, you'll see just a little bit more of a tendency to look at the bigger, what can be done to make a bigger splash. And included with that is some looks overseas. You'll see some of the material we'll be looking at international markets. Makes sense if you're going to do something large, especially in this world today with interconnectivity and globalization. You'll be looking at offshore markets, and you may even start offshore rather than starting here in the U.S. You might think, I have an idea and I can just as easily start that idea in other countries I could here in the U.S. So we'll be looking at some things like that. Again, it's an online course, so that means that everything's online. You'll see the entire course up on the first day, so you can work at your own pace and complete everything. You can't go slower because you do have due dates at the end of each um, end of each week. But you can go faster if you want. And I would encourage you to look ahead and see the things you need to do to see where you might be able to fit all that in the time frame that you have. That's why you take an online course, is so you can have more flexibility in that area. Having said that, make sure your PCs work, etc. And also, you really don't want to get into a situation where you tell them, oh, I didn't do this piece of the work because I was somewhere where the connection was bad. Well, that's why you're online. You can do it the day before you go there, a week before, 2 weeks before. There's really no reason to be caught out because something's late. You couldn't access something because that's why you're doing an online course and you have access from today on. So you want to be sure you follow that. I'm fairly flexible in terms of the work. The time frames. There's a due date. If something comes up, you can't possibly make the due date, let me know. Don't tell me stories about it. I don't, obviously, it sometimes feels weird just to say I forgot it or I didn't do it, but if that's what happened, just tell me. I'll reopen the thing for you and make sure you get the work done. We want to get the work done. Try to get the work done. That's the only way you learn, and so that's what the key is. You'll see that I try to get everything back to you very quickly. You'll see all the assignments are due like at 10 p.m. on a Sunday, and the reason for that is it gives me, I can start early grading, and I usually grade from like 10 till 4 a.m. and I try to get everything back to you as soon as possible. There are a lot of students in this class, and some of the assignments takes a bit to go through them. But nonetheless, I'll give it my best shot to get it back to you really quickly, so you won't be waiting, where am I, and all that stuff. So that'll be, you'll see that. If you have any questions or on what we're covering, or just thoughts pop into your head, or you want to talk about business in general, email me, give me a call, and I'm happy to talk about that. I enjoy talking about those things with people. So if you think there's any way that you want to discuss something or talk about whatever, if it's this course or something related to business, please let me know. I think that's it. I really look forward to this class. I'm looking forward to, there's a little bit of a funny thing on the connection because obviously it's online, but you're going to see a lot of video lectures for me. You're going to see a lot of I feel like I get to know you all through your work, and I hope you get some sort of feeling that way too. But please do express yourself in your work, particularly in the discussions. Show your personality, show your thought process, and make that happen. I'll say one last quick thing. I wasn't probably the greatest student in the world. I went to very good universities, Occidental College and undergrad, a psych major, and then Thunderbird out in Arizona for my MBA. But sometimes I think I maybe didn't take as much advantage of those opportunities that I could have. Once I got into the workplace, it was quite different. That really clicked for me, and I was able to work, give it much more effort, time, and engagement. But I'm saying that to say that you're on your way towards that job, or that better job, that new opportunity, that new thing. This is part of it. The more you put into it, the more you participate, the more you really focus on that and see, what can I derive from this? What can I get from this that I can use? I guarantee you, everything we talk about is going to be useful things that you can use. You may not use it, but if you do, you'll do better. So that's the point. So give it your best shot. You have this in front of you. You have things that are interesting. You're in business. You're in a business, degree-seeking situation, and this is all about innovation. So it should be your sweet spot. So give it your a real good effort, and I think you'll get a lot out of this class. Again, any question you may have on anything whatsoever, please let me know. And I wish you all the best, and look forward to working with you over this next few weeks. Okay? Thanks a lot. Bye.